So, following on from the Audi A5 review, it's now time to review an electric Audi saloon. This is the new Audi A6 e-tron. This is based on the Audi Q6 e-tron, so let's see if it is executive enough and if it is a worthy contender against the Mercedes EQE and BMW i5. Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Cars and More. This is the #1 place to be for car news and reviews. Sit back, buckle up, let's go. So, let's start with the design of the new Audi A6 e-tron, and straight away you could say that they have copied the BMW i7 in terms of design. To start with, we get these very slim LED daytime running lights which are changeable like a lot of other Audis. In the middle we have this wide closed off grille which can be had in body colour. This does look quite sporty and very Audi-like. Surrounding the grille is this gloss black panel which hides the lower central air vent which has a big radar in the middle. It also hides the side vents and the main headlight units, a bit like what the BMW i7 M Sport looks like. Overall note, the front end design is quite luxurious looking. Moving round to the side and we get some important things to talk about. To start with, we have a lot of body, but this has been separated by this panel to make it look sleeker and sportier. Now, the body panels have to be this deep because they're hiding the batteries underneath the car. We also get some flush door handles which look good, and we also get door cameras like what the Audi Q8 e-tron has. This helps aerodynamics. Talking of aerodynamics, we also get some cool looking wheels on this car too. Moving round to the back and we get a very executive but sportier Audi look to it than before. To start with, we have this light bar connecting the tail lights together. Now, these tail lights hold a neat design to them. They have got the same technology that the Audi Q6 e-tron has, and they have a pixel OLED technology in them to project symbols or different designs on them, and it can even tell the car behind if it is getting too close. It is a very cool design and also a great safety feature. We also get a light up Audi logo, which is another first. Moving lower down, we get a reasonable bumper design as well as some style to it. We also get some slide reflectors that are connected to the panel parts from the side of the car. Right, let's have a look and see what battery and motor options you can have with the new Audi A6 e-tron. So there are 3 battery and motor options to choose from. Let's start with the base model. This has a 283 brake horsepower rear mounted motor, but this can increase to 323 when you launch the vehicle. With this you get an 83 kWh battery pack which gives you a decent range of about 340 miles depending on the conditions. 0 to 62 is also decent at 7 seconds or 6 seconds under launch conditions. The next version is called Performance. This uses a more powerful rear-mounted motor which has 364 brake horsepower or 378 under launch conditions. With this, the battery is also increased to 100 kWh, which gives us a range of about 415 miles depending on the conditions. The 0 to 62 time is also decent at 5.4 seconds. The power is also sent to the rear wheels. The final version is called Performance Quattro, and as you may be able to tell, this has 4-wheel drive and a dual motor setup. This gives the car 442 brake horsepower or 458 brake horsepower under launch conditions. 0 to 62 is also good at 4.6 seconds. This setup uses the same 100 kWh battery pack as the regular performance model, but the range is still decent at 390 miles. All of the options have a maximum charging rate of 270 kilowatts, which is very good if you can find a charge that accepts it at that speed. But it should roughly mean that you can do a 10 to 80% top up within 21 minutes. The price of the new Audi A6 e-tron starts at £65,075, which isn't that bad. Right, let's have a look and see what the interior is like. So moving inside, and we get a very modern and digital design, let's say. Now I want to mention that this design is very similar to the Audi A5 as well as the new Audi Q6 e-tron. This means we get a 3-screen setup. To start with, we get a digital instrument cluster which has new and improved graphics which looks very modern and sleek. We also get a new 14.5-inch infotainment system running Android Automotive, and it works very well and is very easy to use. The only disappointing thing on this screen though is that the climate controls are integrated into the screen, but it isn't that bad as they are always in the same position. Finally, we have the last screen, which is the optional passenger screen. This is becoming more common, and I would recommend speccing this option, as otherwise you are left with a blank panel and it does actually look like there is something missing. So going back to the driver's area, and you get your own panel which houses your light and mirror controls on a touch sensitive panel, and you also get your window switches lower down which are actual physical switches. You also get this new steering wheel design too, which is modern and good looking, but sadly it does have touch sensitive buttons, which is a shame. In the centre console we get a lot of piano black material as well as some buttons and your gear selector toggle. I also want to mention that you also get some screens on the door for your door cameras. Now in the Audi Q8 e-tron they were placed a bit too low and in an awkward position, but in the A6 e-tron they have rectified this issue and have moved them higher on top of the door card where your actual door mirror would be. This makes them easier to use, but personally I would not spec these as the normal mirrors work just as well. Finally, you also get these seats which are very supportive as well as premium. Right, let's have a look and see what the rear seats are like. So, climbing into the back of the Audi A6 e-tron, and you're welcomed to a very premium feel in the back with some premium materials on the doors as well as your own ambient lighting. The seats are also very comfortable, and I can sit in the back easily with plenty of legroom and headroom too, even with this panoramic sunroof. You also get your own climate control, air vents, rear heated seats and your armrest too, as well as USB-C ports. Right, let's have a look in the boot. So, opening the boot to the new Audi A6 e-tron, and as you may already notice, it is just like the Audi A5. It isn't really a saloon anymore, but a coupe designed hatchback. Now, this is a good thing as it makes loading items easier into the boot, and it also makes better use of the decent boot size. So with the seats up you get a decent 502 litres, and if you fold the seats down 40-20-40 split you get 1422 litres. These measurements are much more than what you would find on the BMW and Mercedes. You also get a 27 litre front boot to store your charging cables too, which is a very good feature. So in summary then, what do I think of the new Audi A6 e-tron? Well, it looks like an executive Audi to start with, but it looks so much better than the A8, and it actually makes the Audi A8 look cheap. It also has a lot of technology, and compared to the BMW i5 and Mercedes EQE, it is definitely a higher end car, and it easily puts the Mercedes to shame. Really, if you want an executive car with attitude, I would have said the BMW i5 a few months ago. But the Audi A6 e-tron has really changed my mind. At the moment, this is the best executive electric car you can buy. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.